One of the biggest topics in mobile gaming these last 2 weeks has probably been Pokemon TCG Pocket. Yes, that's right, the next big thing we've all been waiting for. A card collection game, again, but this time on your smartphone. Developed by Creatures and published by the Pokemon Company, it aims to bring the magic of Pokemon trading cards to your phone. Because who doesn't dream of their phone being their new best friend, right? Some people are saying this could be the final nail in the coffin for regular trading card games. It's as if the world of physical card games will come crumbling down just because you can now pull Pikachu on a touchscreen. Pokemon TCG Pocket is supposedly here to dominate the app stores and drag everyone back to the stone age of digital collectibles. But does it deserve that power? Is this really the great replacement we've all been waiting for? Honestly, not really. While Pokemon TCG Pocket might lure you in with promises of endless Pokemon and shiny cards, it doesn't replace the thrill of traditional card games. In fact, I'd say it's, well, boring. I know, sacrilege for me saying it, but hey, maybe I'm just old and grumpy when it comes to smartphone games. So what's the goal in Pokemon TCG Pocket? Well, like any card game, it's to collect cards. Regular cards, shiny cards, cards that make you feel like a kid again, and nothing wrong with that. It's good to keep that joy. Beyond just collecting, you can build your own decks and battle against the CPU or other players. Sounds thrilling, right? Like, wow, groundbreaking stuff here. I'll admit, I was kind of excited about the app at first. I mean, who doesn't love collecting things? Whether it's trading cards, coins, or every weird random item you find in RPGs, there's something satisfying about filling up inventories. Plus, with digital trading cards, you can't lose them, and they won't get that lovely moldy attic smell, and you can carry your entire collection with you, ready to whip out and flex on friends while waiting for your coffee. But let's talk about the interface. The interface is, well, it's as exciting as a tax form, simple and straightforward. Sure, it's not going to win any design awards. You keep clicking through it, opening packs, building decks, rinse and repeat. It's like opening the same Christmas present over and over only to find it's another pair of socks. And that's where things start to fall apart. Because the game is obsessed with keeping you opening packs. Seriously, it's like Pokemon TCG Pocket thinks you'll faint if you don't open another pack every 5 minutes. It's addictive by design. Every button, every flashy animation, every new pack tease is crafted to trigger that one more pack feeling. You know, like a slot machine. Only instead of money, you're feeding it your attention and, eventually, yeah, still a little bit of your wallet. Now for science, I started a new save file to see what this process was like from scratch again, and I was predicting on getting a bunch of shiny cards. From the very beginning, the game wastes no time introducing you to its main attraction, pack opening, and wow, what an experience. So just swipe open the pack and boom, there it is, your first set of cards, complete with that, oh, a rare shiny one. But as you keep opening, that early rush starts to fade faster than my patience for mobile games. Soon enough, you're mostly getting duplicates, commons, and all the excitement of a supermarket scratch card. The game tries to keep you invested with missions that reward you with hourglasses to open even more packs. But the thrill, yeah, that's long gone. And then there's trading with other players, don't expect too much from that either. They're basically random offers. Your first pick might be decent, but after that, you're just picking through trash. And of course, if you're in a hurry, you can always use items to skip the cooldowns, because why not? Now here's where it gets interesting. Reports are saying that Pokemon TCG Pocket raked in about 12 million US dollars in the first 4 days. I mean, $12 million. How? Well, microtransactions, of course. We must love them. But hey, it's just pocket change, right? Because if you want those ultra rare cards, that pure unfiltered dopamine rush, you might find yourself slipping into just one more territory real quick. And yes, mobile games need to make money, but Pokemon TCG Pocket doesn't even try to hide its Vegas-style tactics. This isn't just a card game, it's basically a slot machine with Pikachu on it. Every pack you open has the same, maybe this one energy, pushing you to keep going, hoping for that next rare. And let's be real, after a while it's less about enjoying the game and more about feeding a habit. Let's be clear though. No matter how well it's polished, Pokemon TCG Pocket can't place what makes trading card games truly fun, the social interaction. There's something about sitting across someone, trying to outsmart them, reading their moves. It's just not the same on a smartphone screen. Playing against the CPU is, well, pretty much like playing against a toaster, and even when you're playing online, it lacks that real-life energy and excitement. Speaking of battles, the CPU matches are as predictable as the storyline of a modern Marvel movie. You'll see the same moves, the same strategy, it gets repetitive fast, and honestly, it feels like just another cookie-cutter mobile game. Quick rewards, flashy animations, and a whole lot of pay-to-win mechanics thrown in for good measure. Usually when talking about games, I would also talk about the sound design and the music. Well, there is music and there are sound effects blasting out of your smartphone speakers. One of the first things you might turn off, as they would either break your speakers at a point or drive you up the wall. And if it weren't for the push notifications constantly reminding you to come back, I'd probably forget the game exists. Every few hours there it is, buzzing away, telling you to get back in there and pull a new pack. Without those nudges, I'm pretty sure most people would have left this game gathering digital dust. So what's my final take on Pokemon TCG Pocket? It's got the polish, it's got the brand power, and it's got the mobile game addiction formula, but for all the flash, it feels more like a temporary distraction than a real Pokemon experience. This isn't the kind of game you'll remember years from now. It's the kind you'll probably forget the second you find something else to play. It's a game that's heavy on dopamine hits, but light on actual substance. If you're someone who loves collecting things and doesn't mind a repetitive loop, you might find it fun for a little while, but if you're looking for the strategic depth and real connection that makes traditional trading card games so great, well, keep looking. Pokemon TCG Pocket is less about the cards and more about feeding a habit of endless pack openings. In the end, I'd say Pokemon TCG Pocket is like one of those flashy shiny toys that's great for a weekend but forgotten in a drawer a week later. If you're looking for a real TCG experience, stick with the physical cards. This one might be fun in short bursts, but for long-term entertainment, nah, not quite. My biggest worries are children with their hang to smartphone addiction, and the Pokemon Company trying to drain the wallets of their parents. Sure, you don't have to pay, but you know, the same as I do, some people are not that responsible. So what do you think? If you played Pokemon TCG Pocket, let me know what you think in the comments. Am I being too harsh, or is this game really as shallow as it seems? And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more. Thanks for watching, see you on the next one.